in Landover, the home of the Commanders. Here's Matt Gay ready to get this one started. And off we go from Northwest Stadium. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Right to the air from the 30 on the first play. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Nice catch here by Theo Johnson, the young rookie tight end, and I really like his upside. I think he's kind of a long, rangy guy. He's got a great catch radius, and he can really get vertical downfield. One of only 5 FBS tight ends last year, Mike, with 7+ touchdowns. So I think the Giants have a chance here to develop him and give Daniel Jones another offensive weapon as they look to get this thing back on track.
Now, faking the give. Right back to Johnson. He's got it again. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. That's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Back to the air one more time. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play. And that's exactly what they did. So often, sacks, especially on first down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from 2nd and long to 3rd and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on 3rd, don't be surprised if they go for it on 4th.
And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Get into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. On the ground, it's the tight end trying to fight his way into the end zone, but they will mark him short, down at the 1. A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. To the goal line and in. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, Giants. His first touchdown of the new campaign. Extra point by Gano is up and good. And the Giants will take a 7-0 lead. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10.
Go!
Right to the air goes Daniels. That'll be caught right side by the rookie wideout.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Now pass deep for McLaurin. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Javon Holland. And the Giants will have great field position right around midfield.
Well, that's the fast start they talked about all week, Mike. You come out, you take the immediate lead with your opening drive. Your defense goes out there, they force a turnover early. All these plays allow you to just keep stacking momentum early in this ballgame. This game is far from over, but anytime you get out to a start like this, it is a lot harder for your opponent to battle back.
Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. It's second down. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's first and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. He's going to keep it himself. And the Giants are going to be set up. First and goal, he's out of bounds at the 6-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 and just enough to move the chains. And out of the gun, he'll throw. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Commanders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
It's a quick throw over to Samuel. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. Operating from the gun, it's Daniel. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Tyler Nubin.
All right, Mike. So that's consecutive drives now. You've come out here and thrown interceptions. I think at this point, Mike, it's time to run the ball. It's time to give this offense a little bit of a reset, settle this quarterback down. And if nothing else, let's cool off this secondary. They are flying to the ball. They are taking chance after chance. Let's remove them from the defense for a while, make them defend the run, and let's get our offense back on track.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. He'll drop to throw. He has Hyatt complete. And he's taken down on what should be the final play. Here's 3rd and 2. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do. Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
He'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he's in. Daniel Bellinger. Touchdown, New York. Now, Cano for the extra point. He's got it. And the Giants move out on top, 14-0. So out is Cano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Reload. Ready, right?
So the drive begins with a give to Johnson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
He keeps it himself. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
Mike, this is the element to the position that this guy brings that's just so unique across the league. Not only the speed, but his ability to operate in the open field as a runner. It is hard for a defense.
Oh, and the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble. And the defense has it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of...
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay, so they might be taking a look at this one. Here's 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Quick throw here is complete. He is. Hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the 1st down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one, and that will lead to a second down.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Commander's first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Ready? Hut.
Throwing again, Daniels. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. Luke McCaffrey, the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a second down.
Of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game.
Hiking 18.
Daniels going to throw again. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Set. Ready.
To the air again is Daniels. He's got his man complete to Johnson. A gain there of 11. First down, Washington.
First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Go. Hut, hut.
Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
He pulls it in around the 5. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now...
And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Touchdown, Washington. Matt Gay on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Commanders are on the board. It's now 14-7. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And this ball batted away and incomplete.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Mikey Samerstill.
I think he chalked this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is, how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again?
Let's go. Check out.
On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. You just saw a great example of it here.
A chance here to draw level before the break. It's 1st and goal. He'll get this out wide.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that.
Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Second touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. The extra point by Gay is good. And the Commanders will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got his man. That's Slayton. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. He'll get this one to his safety valve, complete, and he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. Now, following the punt return, we have an injured player on the field. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. On 1st down, Daniels. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their 2nd, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Go!
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Quick throw, taken in. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And That's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches.
Ready? Go!
Now Daniels. Downfield, there's the veteran Ertz. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 10. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Let's go now. Ready?
They'll throw with Daniels. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Jerry Jones. And the Giants are going to have it just past their 25.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Let's go.
They'll start this on the ground with Johnson. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. Brian Burns comes off the edge to make the play. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. He finds the veteran Ertz. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Bravo 80. Set go.
Daniels now going to look to throw. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. Gano on to add the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Giants have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. Daniels now on 1st down. A quick slant on the money to McLaurin. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2.
At the 43-yard line.
Ready?
Here's Daniels. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Set up.
3rd and 2. Here's Daniels. Open man, right side. He's got it. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Commander's 1st down.
So just think, I mean, a couple minutes ago, we see a pick six. I mean, the last thing you want to do is on the next time you step in the huddle is go 3 and out. So that's a big conversion. Now they got to find a way to get some of this moment.
In trouble, and down he goes.
Let's go!
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Brings up 2nd down.
Throwing is Daniels. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Drew Phillips.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Downfield, that's Hyatt. He's got it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
24-yard gain on the play. 1st down, New York.
He'll drop to throw. That is caught downfield. It's Johnson, the tight end. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a 1st down.
1st down, Giants.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs. When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Here's a run with their tight end. Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stop him short. No gain.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. The Commanders come up with it. Those are the places on the field where the defense wants to come up with the big plays, and that was one. Down deep, get to the quarterback, knock it out, and come up with the recovery.
Mike, this is one of those times where I think for a quarterback, they get caught in between. Do I want to be a runner and take it in myself? Do I have time to let my wide receivers develop in the end zone? I think he holds on to it just a little too long. The defense pokes it free and creates a huge turnover. I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient. But at others, he just misses too many easy throws.
And more of the same. Another interception. Picked off by Javon Holland. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with 1st and goal.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium.
Powering forward. He's in. Touchdown, New York. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball 1st and goal. And, Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball, not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. He's got his tight end. There's Ertz. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20.
60 back. Set. 19 tight. 19 tight. Cut.
On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. And he'll take it on in. Zach Ertz. Touchdown, Washington. Now Gay for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Commanders are back to within 7. It's 28-21. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Now he'll air this one out deep for Hyatt.
He's already been a little reckless with his decision-making up until this point, Mike, and now it almost backfires on him again. He has to do a better job of finding the matchups, finding the space on the field, so everything is not a forced ball into these tight windows.
He's going to look downfield once again. And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, New York. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Ready, go.
And now movement up front. This crowd is making it tough down deep in the red zone. Now, Gano for the extra point. Backed up because of the penalty, but no matter. The extra point is good.
35. Commanders 21.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Let's go now.
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Here we go, set.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Luke McCaffrey. Touchdown, Commanders. Gay to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Commanders back within 7. It's 35-28. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30.
On the set. Let's go.
They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. His drive will start on the ground. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
And he's going to be out of bounds here on what will want. Now a handoff running right. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face second down and 7. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to have it at their own 32-yard line.
Mike, that's a great play for any defensive back, let alone an undrafted rookie. I mean, to think that every single team passed on him in this past year's draft multiple times is pretty hard to believe. And again, this is the growth. This is the development.
And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to run it.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
An incompletion there isn't ideal by any means, Mike, but I think that's one of those passes where he made sure that ball was either going to end up in his guy's hands or out of bounds.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. That is caught side of the end zone. Touchdown, Giants. Gano on to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the Giants will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Brown now to return it. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. To throw is Daniels. That is caught. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 91 yards. Touchdown, Washington. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in one game. That's his third of the game, his sixth this year. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Now they'll set up to throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a third down. Motion man is Hyatt. On third down, they'll set up to throw. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense. You don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock, but the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with it.
And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, New York. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Now, Gano for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Giants are going to extend their lead.
49. Commanders 35.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
On first down, Daniels. There's that man again, another catch. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Quick throw here is complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Quick throw, taken in. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Throwing again, Daniels. Throwing right, it's taken in. How about 4 catches on this drive alone? Time to change the defense. This one gets him another first down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find them.
And he will score! Game on! Zach Ertz, touchdown Washington. That his second touchdown of the afternoon. Now Gay for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Commanders will cut the deficit to 7. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll begin here on the ground. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. And he's going to be marked down, bringing it all the way to the 25-yard line.
Well, he certainly didn't look like a rookie on that long completion, Mike. Not only his ability to scan the field and find his favorable matchup, but he was able to hit his downfield target in the perfect spot that led to that big gain.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game. I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw. But I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved a touchdown along the way.
3rd and 6. They'll drop to throw. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. So now, Graham Gano, the veteran, in another pressure spot. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. Graham Gano now, following the field goal, back to kick this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Throwing is Daniels. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Here we go, here we go. Warriors 70. 19 Lions. Check go.
They'll throw with Daniels. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. He's got his man complete to Johnson. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 35-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 35 yards.
60
To the air again is Daniels. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. To the right side. Catch made by McLaurin. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Jaden Daniels, you look at his time at LSU, Mike, and he certainly had great wide receivers to throw to. But now being a rookie quarterback and having the veteran presence of a guy like Terry McLaurin, that is such a comfort for any young quarterback getting his feet under him.
That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Tyler Nubin.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their second. Clock is stopped. 47 seconds left here in the fourth. One final chance for this defense. And here's third down. That's into the hands of his receiver, Hyatt. A pickup there of 19 yards. First down, Giants. On the toss, they'll run.